Hi all, my name is Jeff Hewlett. I'm a decision confidence builder. I'm a behavioral economist and have been in banking and financial services consulting most of my career. I'm also a faculty member at James Madison University and I'm a personal finance author. Today, I'm going to share the secret to financial success. It starts with a consistent, repeatable decision process. What are some of the big decisions you make? Well, we make decisions all the time, most of them small, but many accumulate over time and they have a big impact. So, what are some of the big financial decisions that come to your mind? I'll give you a few seconds to think of a few, or you can just pause the video. Typical high-impact financial decisions are for a home, a car, retirement, and other financial investments. But there are many other decisions impacting our finances, like a job decision, a wedding, college, and many others. Today, we'll discuss how the time gap between financial decisions is an essential reason why financial success is so elusive. Because of the time gap, we generally do not routinize those big decisions. If we only buy a car every 5 years or so, we forget how to make that decision. It is like we must recreate the wheel every time we make a financial decision. This may cause a loss of confidence, we may have doubts, we may feel apprehension. This time gap means we simply do not make those financial decisions often enough to build expertise. Let's face it, there are many things we do, like our job or sports, that help us build intuitive decision-making skills. The challenge is we do not usually apply those intuitive decision-making skills to our financial decisions. Now, let's build a decision-making timeline for our big financial decisions. For example, a car we only purchase every 5 years or so. That dark bar shows about a 15-year time frame. Over that time, we may only buy 3 cars. Look at the gap between purchases. Car buying is so complex. We need to determine what is important, like, do we want a fast car, a big car, an electric car, a good car for work, or something else? Then we have to consider thousands of alternatives online, like that at TrueCar, Cars.com, or Facebook Marketplace. A home purchase or rental decision we make even less frequently, perhaps only every 10 years or so. We need to figure out what is important to us and our buying team. Do we need good schools? Do we need to be near a cultural center? How big is the house we need? Do we need to be near work? What kind of mortgage is available? Then we need to look at the thousands of alternatives online or with a realtor. Building our family is a big deal. Of course, a wedding can be very expensive. What kind of venue do we need? Should we get married in a church? Where should we go on our honeymoon? But other downstream family decisions are impactful, like our children's education and so many others. Our families and loved ones are central to our life and command our financial resources. Retirement seems so far off, but it is so important to save for retirement when we are young. Most jobs will have a retirement plan. How much should we contribute? How much volatility risk are we comfortable with? Then, if we change jobs, should we roll over our retirement plan or switch to a Roth IRA? Our job is one of the biggest financial decisions. It is the source of our life funding. What is important to us about our job? Do we want work-life balance? Do we want big opportunities? Do we want to work from anywhere? Many young people change jobs every 2 years or so, but we get nervous about changing jobs. What if we don't like the new job? Now, let's look at the big picture. This is the view of all of our financial decisions as unique, separate decisions. There are certainly more high-impact financial decisions. I only picked out 5 of them. Looking from left to right, each one has a big time gap. Just look at all those dark bars. No wonder it is so challenging to get good at personal finance. Now, look what happened if we reimagine financial decision making. Voila! What if instead of looking at individual financial decisions, we put them all together like this? Now, the time gap is gone. This is the starting point for viewing our financial decisions as a single, consistent, repeatable process. You may be thinking, well, each one of those decisions is so different. Well, they are different in details. The good news is, with ChatGPT, Google, and people you know, finding those details is easier than ever. It's like fishing from a pond. Today, much more important is using a consistent, repeatable decision process so you know which details to pull from your information pond. The behavioral science teaches us that there is a single-threaded decision process that runs through all our decisions. By focusing on the decision process first, we can build confidence and expertise because we make so many decisions all the time. Think of the other more intuitive decisions, like that of a firefighter, a bond trader, an athlete, doctors, and many other jobs. They all have in common that they practice their jobs all the time. Their decisions become almost automatic. Intuitive decisions become a habit. Also, all intuitive decisions use tools. A doctor and a firefighter have instruments. A bond trader has Bloomberg and many other information sources. Athletes practice all the time. Coaches have tools to help the athletes perfect their game. The idea is to move our financial decisions up to that green confidence and competence curve. This will happen if we focus on the decision process first. Here's a high-level view of that consistent, repeatable decision process found in all decisions. First, it starts with implementing our decision process. We plan our decision roadmap before we make a decision. As we practice and use the best tools, the decision process becomes easier. Second, only after we confirm the decision process do we start to collect facts. Remember, in the information era, data is readily available. Deciding what is important is critical for deciding which information not to use. Third, your criteria is a very helpful filter to separate the signal from the noise. By clearly understanding what is important to you, the amount of information needed for the decision is reduced. This is addition by subtraction. Then fourth, once you are clear on your priorities, evaluating your choices is much easier and quicker. By applying your criteria, you can quickly and accurately determine which choices are at the top of the list. Then finally, fifth, having a good decision process will help you be a confident negotiator when it comes time to pull the trigger. Negotiation confidence comes from knowledge. Negotiation confidence enables you to walk away from an alternative because you know it's not right. The important point is that the process is the same every time. So, as you use the same decision process, it will get even better, even easier. Tools are an important support for great decision makers. My book, called Making Choices, Making Money, is the go-to choice to help make a lifetime of great decisions. My book helps you learn good decision making and applies it to most of our important decisions. The book is meant to be referred to again and again throughout your life. The book provides access to wonderful tools and apps to help you make those decisions. On my LinkedIn and Instagram social media, we post good ideas all the time. Also on YouTube, we provide videos covering key decision topics, all centered in that same consistent, repeatable process. Please check them out and subscribe. I curate a website with thousands of articles. I and my contributors are constantly providing new ideas and repackaging old ideas. The goal is to create a consistent, repeatable decision process. It's very doable, but only if we reimagine personal finance by focusing on the decision process first. Thank you, and you've got this.